At the same time, please check your marks, right? As usual, this one is 1 mark, this one is half mark. I only have 2 marking, right? One is 1, one is half. Add up together, and your marks should be tallied with your e-learn. And also, anyone not here now? Those who get less than 20, unfortunately, I will have to bar you from final in the total coursework mark, unless you get my PM later. Some of you already got my PM to join my special game changer group, right? Some not yet, because I don't have the luxury of time. I will finalize few more for those who can actually do for final. Okay, but just prepare. If you get less than 20, you are already actually non-officially barred from final already. Non-officially, until I submit my bar list. I'm waiting for those who the orange color, yellow color one to submit the homework until I finalize my bar list. Okay, so that's the only thing. Okay, hopefully you enjoy your Hari Raya Haji. I decided to reveal your results earlier than Hari Raya Haji, in case some parents want to slaughter their children early. Okay, they can slaughter, then they can consider slaughter their mutton, their beef later. Okay, so there are 2 versions only. I don't know, I give you how many times hint already. I'm coming up with Squid Game or Glory, Squid Game or Glory, or Squid Game or Glory. I don't know how many times. If you still did not watch Squid Game, unfortunate for you. Okay, maybe your result will be worse. Maybe it will be better, depends. Right? So this scenario is revolved around Squid Game. Right? Number 456, Xiong Gi-hun needs money. Inside all my statement, I already give you the points in the PED factors. By right, it shouldn't be very hard. First word, need, means what? Necessity. You can link it to necessity, right? Okay, second, send her mother to hospital since her mother is in critical condition. The time is short or long? Short time to consume, right? Why no one, why only few write this? Third thing, he know joining this Squid Game is expensive, costing his life, but he has no choice. This one is asked you to write what? Substitutes. Very few substitutes. Either let the mother die, or let himself die, or don't join. Okay, that's all. 3 choices. Due to his huge amount of debts, this one is to show what? Low income group. I give you so many factors to write, but you don't know how to write properly. Okay, anyway. Then, because government also charged a tax on Squid Game, asks you to explain the tax burden, right? Why the government will charge tax on Squid Game? Because they burn a lot of coffin. When they burn a lot of coffin, it will emit pollution, right? Pollution, so need to tax their pollution, right? Okay. My sample answer in this first version should be demand inelastic, given all the factors that I give, right? So when you draw demand inelastic, you should draw it like that. Product name, half mark. If you never write product name, I will minus half, right? And you need to label all the P, the Q, the D, S, S1, CB, PB, right? Demand inelastic, the consumer burden will be greater than producer burden. If you have similar consumer and producer burden, I will minus 1 mark, right? Because I don't even know which one is bigger than another one. I don't know what you are drawing, right? Okay. By right should be 0. If you draw demand shift 0, I can't remember, did I give you 1 mark? I think 0. If you draw supply shift to the right, 0, because you don't know what you're drawing, right? So I also don't know how to mark, okay? And since this is a guided essay, I already give you a few guides. If this type of question comes out, what should you write? First thing, write definitions. Definition, I give 2 marks. One is for incidence of tax, another one is for PED. Incidence of tax is actual division of the portion between the producers and consumers in the market. Unfortunately, a lot of you define text, which is wrong, because this is not what I want. 0. Some of you cannot define and leave it blank. This one is something that I like the most, because you don't know, you leave it blank. I save time, save resource. Good. Okay, very good. Okay, I even give you additional point below, no? If you leave blank, rather than write a lot of nonsense, right? PED, this one, not a lot get correct, surprisingly. PED is the one that most of you get correct of. I say PED will only come up with a little bit, but most of you get the definition of PED correct. The text burden don't know how to write. I don't know what happened, right? Surprisingly. PED is a measure of responsiveness, okay, of percentage change in price to the percentage change in quantity demanded. That was another 1 mark. Most of you get this PED correct. Tax incidence, I think around 50-50 only get correct, right? Which is very weird, because I asked you to study a little bit only on elasticity. Okay. Second part, I asked you to explain the PED determinant and your elasticity. After you write elasticity is elastic or inelastic, by right you should link to one factor. A lot of you don't know how to write. So like what I show here, any one of these few factors can be written as PED inelastic, but you must explain further. If no explanation, I only give half mark. All right. Another way to write is PED is elastic. I purposely make this question an open question, because I told you before, in economics, everything depends. And because of that, I put here low income group for you to write. If you want to write demand elastic, according to your manual, low income group is demand elastic. So you can also draw demand elastic and draw the producer burden is greater than consumer burden. Okay? Okay, you can only link it to this one, and another one is expensive. Expensive also means that the price of the good is very high, which is very high proportion of the income, regardless of what's the income. So that one is also demand elastic. So I open up all the options for you to write. Unfortunately, no one used that field. Okay, most of you only write demand elastic, which is okay, right? Because this is the sample answer anyway, right? And if you write correctly, link to your factor, I will still give you full marks for the PED elastic. If you link to, like I say, low income group, some people write low income group, no choice. That one you have to draw demand inelastic. If you write only low income group, so very sensitive to price, that one should be elastic, right? And another one you can link to is price of Squid Game is very high, which is a high percentage of income, right? Which is another factor. So all these are open question, open-ended question, depends on how you write only, okay? But very few get full marks, unfortunately. The next thing, which is the main thing, same thing, very weird. Incident tax is the main thing that I want to come out with. But most of you get the PED part correct. Your incident tax all got wrong. I don't know how you all study. You all study chapter 2 a lot or what? Chapter 3 now study, is it? Right? First thing, explanation of diagram is very simple. I told you before, when you ask you to explain diagram, it's just supply, demand, PE, QE, supply, demand, shift left, shift right, PE, QE. So easy to get the 2 marks at least, right? But not most of you never get full marks here. And second way is to write which area is the consumer burden, another area is a producer burden. For my diagram, I wrote purple color is the consumer burden, blue color is the producer burden, right? So this one can get you 1 mark because you explain the diagram to me. Third one is, which burden is greater than which one? If you write inelastic, consumer burden will be greater than producer burden. If you write elastic, consumer burden will be less than producer burden. Third one you can write is, they will not hesitate to pass more tax to the consumers if you're drawing inelastic, right? If you're drawing elastic, you will write producer is very afraid to pass more tax to the consumer. Okay, So total, this one got 4. 4 choose 3. You should write at least 3 marks inside here. The last one example. Oh my god. 99.99% don't know how to write examples in econs, right? So I give you some examples. General examples is like what? General example is like Zhong Yun has no time to plan for alternatives. That's why it's straight away join already, man. Right? Or he has a lot of debts and cannot afford the medical bills. Okay? Or general form, the poor doesn't have other options due to they cannot even put food on the table. This one is example. If you want to apply to the case, the drama itself, he is even willing to be slapped by Gong Yu to join the game. This one is the first episode. You watch 10 minutes can already. Really know the answer. Anyone willing to get slapped if you're not poor until no options? Right. Remember, I keep on saying, hey, do you slap a girl? Do you slap a boy? Do you slap a guy? Right, there's somebody in. If I have options, if I'm rich, I will not let people slap me. This is the example that I'm poor, no options. Makes sense or not? Makes sense. So this one is totally applied to drama. If you watch the drama. If not, just use the one above. Makes sense. Okay, makes sense. Okay? I even give you a hint already, I put the what cloud in the recording, right? I even give you another recap using Cinderella. All this related to PED more, ma. I don't know you notice or not, right? Most of them are related to PED more. Give you many practice already, still the result is not looking very great, right? Hopefully you can do better in final, but I can't see your final result anyway. So good luck. Okay, this one is answer guide for version number 1. Version number 2 is won 45.6 won. 45.6 billion. What I want to show you here. He is rich. He's now rich. Second, he can pay off his debt, send a mother to treatment, travel overseas. What is this? Choices. He has now many choices. So by right, the sample answer should be demand elastic. Right. Third thing, he still want to join because he still choose. He still choose means what? He has substitutes. He can choose. Right? And explain. So for this one, the sample answer should be demand elastic. Consumer burden should be lesser than producer burden. Right? Definition is almost the same. Determinant. But most of you in here is very disappointing. Most of you go and draw demand inelastic. I think I will still give you points because this is open question. Why is this open? Because he is rich. Rich can write both ways. One is, according to the manual, rich means not sensitive to price. That's why a lot of you draw demand inelastic. Second thing, a lot of you write habit edited. Okay lah, actually not my favorite choice, right? Okay. Third thing you can write is considered demand elastic. Squid Game is now considered luxury goods because I'm really rich. You still want to charge me my entire life? Very luxury, you know what I mean? I'm really rich, man. Okay, now continue. Determinants, like what I say, if you write many choices, high income, long time to choose, price of Squid Game is very high. It's not necessity anymore. This one you should draw demand elastic. Okay, and you should explain. If you write inelastic because you link to high income, then it's okay. If you write edited to the revenge, whatever, edited to the Squid Game, okay, like the blood and tears so much already until cannot get rid of it. Okay, yeah, I also accept. Okay, because no one is going back. You know, the one is the first episode. This second scenario is the last episode. He even dyed his hair red. And he's already boarding on the plane. He choose to go back. U-turn. You know what I mean? Right? Boarding the plane, getting the air ticket, going in, suddenly, go back. U-turn back to the airport. Right? Make sense? So that one is You can argue it's inelastic. The rest is the same. Supply shift left, then the consumer burden will be lesser. Example, in this case, different now. When I want to do revenge, I join not because I was forced to. I already know what is inside. I have longer time to plan. So it's longer time to consume. This one is the example, right? I can now find more weapons. I can hide under the car that fetch me there, right? I can hide in the boat that fetch me there. Okay, makes sense. I can eat some pills so that they don't hypnotize me before I go to the game, right? There are so many things to write, okay? Because it's no longer urgent. I can even find partners inside the boat, inside the Squid game, okay? Just like 001. Taking revenge is luxury, so only high income group can afford. Right like that lah. The poor will not choose to take revenge. Okay? They cannot even put food on the table already. Why they want to take revenge? So the demand is very elastic. They're very sensitive to the price. Okay, that's for the essay. Any question? This essay will be uploaded to your group general channel later during the break time. Next one, no changes. Any mark changes? No. Next one is the chapter 4 answer. Chapter 4 answer. I will use the next 27 minutes to cover everything. All right. So for chapter 4, first thing is the class practice at page 100. Please check your values. See correct or not. I give you 10 seconds. Page 100. Check the values right now. Hey, no one can take for Choi Hui. Do you even know who is Choi Hui? Or no one knows? What a sad life. Hui isn't that the one that sit there? Yes. Anyway, are you done? Done, huh? These are the answers for page 100. I just give you a quick one. Same thing. When you label, you need to label TPP, APP, MPP, comma, right? And need to put a product name, quantity of labor, and label MPP, APP, TPP accordingly. A lot of you, when I check your work, unfortunately, when your MPP touch 0 and 8.5, I see that your TPP already go down. This one I did not mention last time. I want you to amend now. TPP should be flat because TPP should be maximum when MPP is equals to 0, right? When your TPP is going down, it means that it's no longer a maximum. So according to my Excel file, it's 8.5 is the maximum because MPP is equals to 0 at 8.5 label. So your TPP at here should still be maximum. You can draw horizontal line, then only go down to show that it's maximum for TPP. All right. Explanation, a lot of you never write. Explanation, right? I will give length as example. Fixed factor like length cannot be changed, means short run. Quantity depends on quantity of labor. When there's no labor, TPP is 0. No labor, no crops. No crops, no product. TPP start from 0, right? APP, MPP will only appear when they start to employ first labor. As the additional labor is employed, TPP increase at a decreasing rate because of law of diminishing marginal returns, right? The same applies to MPP. The land will start to become overcrowded or crowded. After that, from the diagram, you can see that the law of diminishing returns take place at where? Which worker, right? The sketch, like what I said, is more important than the plot in your final exam. Chances are sketch is going to come out, right? Okay, sketch. Same thing. I missed the product name, minus half mark for myself. Hey, you know I do all these answers myself. No one is helping me in. Okay, no other lecturers helping me. Okay, I do all this answers myself during COVID-19 and work until 2 a.m. in the morning. Then wake up at 6 a.m. continue to work. Pity life. Okay, that's why I resign. Anyway, no, I resign because of you all. Okay, because nowadays you all don't even know how to plot a average product, average cost curve, average total cost. Oh, you go and plot the total cost curve for what? I don't know. Okay, anyway, let's continue. Do you hear my sigh? Hi. Okay, continue. Sketch. Total is easier and is less probability to come out in your final. I will give you a hint, right? But it's still you know because 1 out of 5 papers there will be asked you to sketch the total. 1 out of 5 papers. Okay, we'll ask you to sketch the total. Very easy. Check your answers in 106. Is it 106? Check answers now, 106. Right, another thing, some students asked me before, if inside your final exam paper, we forgot to mention how many decimal place. Okay, please give 2 decimal place. Make sense? I repeat, final exam, don't need to raise up your hand and ask how many decimal place to give. Give 2 dp. If in the final exam paper we forgot to mention, we forgot to put bracket, round up to how many dp. Make sense? Just round up to 2 dp. Okay, 2 dp. So these are the answers. But when you plot, you don't need to plot according to your decimal because we are not going to give you graph paper anyway. Just plot according to scale, so doesn't matter. Your Apple Watch, in my case, is Apple Watch, should be like that, right? Marginal cost, you have to cross through ABC and AC at their minimum point. You have to check your MC is crossing through AC and ABC at the minimum point or not. Okay? And explanation, like what I explained before, TFC always constant. TVC will be starting from origin. TC will follow the shape of TVC, but it starts from TFC. Then after that, you have to talk about AFC will be decreasing because of the spread of output. ABC and AC will be U-shaped due to law of diminishing returns, all this, right? And so on. And this one, chances are it's going to come out more often compared to total. Marginal and average together, because today we're also going to use in chapter 5. We are going to use it again and again and again in chapter 5, right? The only thing you need to take note here is marginal cost must cross through average cost and average variable cost at their minimum point. Okay, a lot of you when you sketch until AC and ABC, their minimum point is no longer intersecting with MC. That one is wrong. Okay. Same thing, no product name, minus half mark. Okay. Long run, we can ignore my answer guide. I also provide long run answers. We already removed from our syllabus. Okay. The only thing in here is a lot of you never get the first row MC correct. So I'm just going to show you the first row. How to get the MC. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't snip this. I should snip the tutorial question. Let me just snip this. I'll just show you the first row how to get. After that, you just do it yourself. Let me snip this and put in your whiteboard. Your whiteboard will be in your chapter 5 whiteboard. Chapter 5 whiteboard. Okay? Because I don't want to confuse. Okay, chapter 5 whiteboard. So the problem now is, how do I get the MC? For the first one. A lot of you, when you do, you get your MC is equals to 15.0. That is wrong. Because you use this formula. You use change of TC over change of Q. And you think that TC is always equals to 0 at Q equals to 0. This is wrong. You must remember, Q equals to 0, TC is still equals to TFC. So there's still 100 there. If you want to use 0.0, if you want to use this formula. That is why I don't like to use this formula. I told you another formula that we can use is MC is equals to change of TVC over change of Q. If I use this formula, I will not get 15 at all. Right? Why? Okay. TVC, first of all, what is my TVC? Right? I need to find what is this answer first. What is this answer? How do I get this answer? How do I get this answer? No, I don't even need to get this answer. I just need to get this answer and the 0 in here. Okay, at point 0, TVC is 0. So what's my MC? My MC is equal to change of TVC, which is TVC1 minus TVC0 divided by Q1 minus Q0. TVC1 is now given is 50,000, which is 50. If I divide by everything by 0, 0, 0, TVC0 is always 0. Because at point 0, there's no total variable cost. Divided by Q1. What's my Q1? Q1 is 10,000 minus 0. So my answer should be, so this is 10 now because I already divide by 300, right? So the answer should be 5.0. So this is how you get your 5.0 here. This is the first thing that you don't understand. Second thing, how do we get this answer? How do we get TVC for number 3 and number 2? How do we get TVC number 2? How you get TVC equals to number 2, TVC number 2? How do you get?
MC is 3.5.
MC is 2.5? Or MC is 5.0? MC is 5.0. Now I really get MC equals to 5.0. So I use is equals to TVC2 minus TVC1 divided by Q2 minus Q1. My TVC2 is unknown, so it's just an algebra. Okay? TVC1 is given. It's 50. Q2 is still 10,000. So you get 5.0 here, right? Will you get TVC2? TVC2 is equal to what? 50, 50, 100 meh? No, 100 meh? So what did I do wrong? MC is equal to 2.5 or 5.0? 2.5 2.5 2.5? If I want to calculate this MC, it should be between 2 and 1. So it should be 5.0. Then how do I get 2.5? Oh, I know, yeah, it's 2.5, yeah, you're right. 2.5. So it's 2.5. So this one should be, if you do correctly, it should be equals to 2.5 times 10 is 25, 25 plus 50 is 75. So TVC2 is equals to 75. What I did wrong just now is because I followed this 5.0 is actually between the 0 and 10,000. Then this one should be 2.5. Yeah, correct. Makes sense? Okay. So the rest is just similar. I'm not going to show you again. The rest is similar. Okay. So the answer is 75 lah. Okay. Now, what do you notice? Most of you get this correct, but you all never explain. You only explain AFC will decrease due to the following increase in the output, right? Then you have to write 100,000 divided by whatever output, it will going to decrease. Give some example. Example what? If the firm produces only 1 unit of car, why do I even use car? The company is Fast and Furious, come on. Fast and Furious produces what else? Drugs, mafia, weapons, police station, right? What else? Cars lah, right? So the firm AFC will be 100,000. If the firm produces 70,000, just get the value from here. The AFC is going to decrease to 1.42. That's all. This is the example using the table itself. This is example. Okay. Next one is C. C is 50,000. 50,000 car, what's the ABC? A lot of you never write RM. And 99.99% of you never write per car. So you know your marks, Okay. Next one, 99.99999% never even calculate. If you never calculate, how you know it's increasing? You're God lah, or you're demigod. You never calculate ABC at 60,000. How you going to get the answer? How you know it's increasing or decreasing or constant? My God, right? Of course, some students call me demigod lah. Even some students call me demigod, I still have to calculate lor, right? Some people hashtag me YYDS, you know, YYDS. Okay, anyway, so ABC increase. Why might this occur? Why 2.8 will increase to 3.25 ringgit per car? I already told you many times, the U shape is because of law of diminishing returns or law of diminishing marginal returns, right? When I read marginal, I also told you that the explanation must have additional. Given additional output, ABC will be increasing. For instance, the firm might need to hire more labor, the wage expense is increased, but the factory will be packed and the labor is unable to produce efficiently. Even they never produce efficiently, but you really hire them, you still have to pay their wages. So the cost will continue to go up after certain point, after the minimum point. Yeah, Lucas very happy. So happy for what? What, hangover? Have drugs? Do you have drugs? Right? Okay. You want to be like the last time there's one student, 8:30 class hangover. Huh? 8:30 class will come to my class. Sit down. Yeah, pass by. Wow, got kissing mark here. Kissing mark. I said, wow, you must be very happy yesterday night. Then you still hangover also. So you wanna? What? Oh my God! I was thinking two things. First thing, is he going to give me a kissing mark? That I would be very scared. Second, is he going to introduce the girl to give the kissing mark? Okay, I prefer the second option, of course. But anyway, okay. So this one is AC and MC, right? AC MC, So turn out to, you know what's his result? Repeat though. After that, clear already. Okay, anyway, let's continue. MC, AC, AMC intersect with AC, MC intersect with AC is what? AC must be minimum, right? Question 2 is easier. Why? Because, let me emphasize this. Listen closely, ladies and gentlemen. Product curve only have 3 things to test. So it's always easier. Cost curve has 7 things to test. So in final exam, normally we like to come up with cost curve because there are more things to test. Something like your final exam past year in your class, in your homework I asked you to do is harder than the other question, even though we give you the same thing. We only give you 2 columns in the past year, right? Because there are more things to test. Okay, make sense? But doesn't mean that product curve will not come out. Maybe 1 out of 3 paper will come out product. Otherwise, it will come out with cost curve. Okay. In here, what you notice about the relationship between MPP and TPP? Straightforward. MPP positive, MPP equals to 0, MPP negative. Okay, you cannot write what increasing at an increasing rate or increase at a decreasing rate because in here there's no MPP positive by increasing. All these are positive and decreasing. You can only write increase at a decreasing rate if you want. Otherwise, just make it simple. MPP is positive, TPP is increasing. Right? MPP is 0, TPP maximum. When MPP is negative, TPP is decreasing. Choose either one. 4, choose 3. And inside this 3, inside the table, according to the table, only 3 answers. Okay, answer number 1 is not accepted. Then inside this 3, just choose 1. Why need to choose 1 only there? Because singular or plural? Singular. When I ask you to write singular answer, you go and write me 3 sentences. When I ask you to write plural, you only give me 1 sentence. What you want, ladies and gentlemen, what you want, right? I'm a limited labor resource. I cannot fulfill all your unlimited wants. Does it make sense? Okay, okay, makes sense. So same for here. What do you notice about MPP and APP? In here, all of this is MPP is less than APP. You shouldn't even write MPP greater than APP for a start. You can only write 2. Out of the 3 relationships, you can write 2, and out of the 2, you choose 1. You can write MPP less than APP or MPP equals to APP, right? So for me, I need to write 1. In here, because I cannot find MPP equals to APP anyway, so I only write the most accurate one. MPP less than APP. Does it make sense? Okay, that's all. Section B, I did not write the essay. Sorry, very busy. Okay, let's stop for a break. After that, we will start from chapter 5 again.